Alright guys, so this is a Demons versus Lizards 2500 points Grail Quest prep game. So I'm going to the tournament, the last one for the Southern Masters. I am in 7th place for Southern Masters. God, I can't get that out. And basically I'm on the bubble. What it means is I need to do not horribly, but I need to do well to guarantee my spot. I'm pretty sure I can guarantee my spot, but I mean, I still want to do really well. This is my type of tournament where I can go for best general because I know I won't win best overall because my army sucks at painting, but whatever. This is my type of army, and that's how I play. So, special rules for Grail Quest that some people might need to know. There's a bunch of scenarios. I'll cover them if we're playing a scenario or not. Storm of Magic Monsters. You can bring up to 2 units of Storm of Magic Monsters. They cannot be able to cast anything, so like the Lamasu or whatever that is a caster, you can't bring those. But you're up to 250 points, and you can bring up to 2 units. And it also is Swedish comped. Now, the Swedish comp does not apply for your Storm of Magic Monster, so basically what it is you're bringing a 2500 army at 2250 points for Swedish comp, which allowed me to get to a 0 for 2500. So this is my 0 list. So I'm going to include my list for this one. So my 2500 points, I have Kairos Fateweaver, I have Epidemus, I have a Herald Nurgle BSB, Greater Gift, 23 Plague Standard Bears, Musician Banner. One has the Movement Banner, one has the MR Banner. I put the Movement Banner with my Herald, my BSB, just to get him into combat a little bit faster, a little bit more mobility for the BSB. Keep him a little bit safer, and I put the MR with Epidemus just to give him a little bit more defense against snipes and such. Now I also have 1 Beast of Nurgle, and I also have 2 Soul Grinders, Nurgle, Baleful Torrent, so the Flamer's there, and my Storm Magic monster is the Greater Chaos Spawn, marked Slanesh. So he has ASF, and he's just as good as the Soul Grinders. He doesn't have any saves, so for those of you who don't know what he does, he's basically a 3d6 random mover. He's kind of like the A-Bomb. He's Strength 6, Toughness 7, 5 Wounds, Initiative 1 with ASF, Leadership 10, Unbreakable. So, I mean, he's a nice little addition. He's not really going to hold up against much stuff. He's more to be there to be annoying and also give me random movers that can protect my back line as well as my flanks. And he's cheap. He's 210 points. Alright, so this game, this is against Lizardman, the new Lizardman. So my opponent and me deployed like this, and I'll go over his list. Oh, well, my side first. So there's Kairos. I'm working on the Kairos model. I'm going to use the Archangel of Everblight for my Kairos model, so he's going to be nice and big, but he's in the works right now. But I'm going to use Belcor right now. And here's my army. So I've got my 1 Soul Grinder. I got a Beast of Nurgle. I got my 23 Plague Bears with my BSB, and then Epidemus' unit. Another Soul Grinder, and then the Great Unclean One is going to stand in for the spawn while he gets painted up as well. And my opponent's bringing Lizards. He's got 5 Chameleon Skinks right here. He's got that Saurus Scarvet on a Cold One, Standard 1-up, Great Weapon, all the shenanigans. Ancient Stegodon, some Pterodon, some Cold One Riders. This chaff, just 5 of them. Actually, he's got another Scarvet in there also, but yeah. So the 3 Pterodons, 10 Skirmisher Skinks, Javelin, or Blowpipes, I think, Blowpipes. 1 Salamander, 10 Skink Cohorts with a Skink Priest in there, and then a Skink Chief on a Pterodon. 2 more Scouting Chameleon Skinks over here. And then here's the rest of his army. He's got 1 Bastiladon with the Arc, 10 more Skink Cohorts, and 3 more Skirmisher units. And then he's got his Slan, he's running Heavens, he's running the Channeling Staff, and he's also running the 3 extra channels. So he's channeling 4 dice, he's channeling on a 5, and he's Lore Master High. So, I mean, like, he's bringing a lot of magic, and he's with some Saurus just as protection. So, Vanguards are like this. Oh, yeah, so the mission we are playing is number 6, so we're playing the Watchtower alternate. So what this mission is basically there's a building that's toughness 5, infinite wounds in the middle of the table. Whoever does the most wounds to it at the end of the game gets plus 5 battle points. This is off the 20-0 system and 250 points per point. So he vanguards like this. The cold one, so lizards actually get turn one, which sucks, but whatever. Cold ones fail stupidity, so they just move up like this. And then he starts throwing everything at Kairos. He was like, I need to kill Kairos. You left him in a vulnerable position, so I can maybe take him out this turn. So he puts both chameleons and the pterodons up like this. Everything else moves up behind. The pterodon chief charges the building just to get some wounds on it for his counter. Skinks move up, skink cohorts move up, and chameleon skinks move up to shoot the spawn. Stegodon and Cold One move up a little bit, but not that much. Same with the Salamander. So first thing he does is in the magic phase, I stop everything but walk between worlds. So he moves over my Kairos with his pterodons. Oops, hold on just a sec. And then after shooting, and oh man, he takes Kairos down to 1 wound. So yeah, I'm gonna have to run away, and he's gonna have to play chicken the rest of the game. And Chameleon's over here put 1 wound on him. So Demon's turn, he goes into him. He's gonna kill them. I move up like this. So in his turn, he put 4 wounds on the building. With some shooting attacks, and this is another thing that I probably need to get clarified, but so what I did here was I charged the Beast of Nurgle against the building, and I cornered. Now, because I did this, I'm going to get to pop out an inch, and basically it just made me move up faster than I normally would be able to, and it also gave me a good position. So, I mean, like, that's just something that these weird scenarios are kind of going to bring up, where, like, I can see a lot of ways to abuse a couple of the scenarios already, but we'll have to see when the tournament comes around. So I move up like this, everything moves up. Soul Grinder over here moves up to try and flame or shoot at these big line of units. I just need to get rid of some of them. Kairos goes wee all the way over here because he's almost dead already. And then Magic Phase comes around. I brought a bunch of magic missiles that are very low casting values, and this is what I did. I basically just spammed all 5 of them. He stopped 3, and 2 of them got through. Excuse me. But what happened is I killed the pterodons. I killed 1 skink out of 1 unit, and then the other skinks fled from the pterodons blowing up. Oh, and these skinks fled as well, but they didn't go off the board. Some shooting from the Soul Grinder takes out 2 skinks here. The spawn overruns like almost 15, I think. I hoped he didn't overrun that much, but he did, and he's gonna die now because the Ancient Stegodon's gonna shoot him up. But I guess it's fine. He's not a good match for this army, anyways. And I put 1 wound on the building. Whoop-de-doo. And so Lizard's turn 2, so Skink Chief comes back here to start abusing Kairos. He's got 2 wounds left now because I got 1 wound back from life. Skinks move around, Chameleons rally, Skinks move up just to block the Soul Grinder and mess around with him. Skinks over here, cohorts move around because they're not going to do much this game, but this picture is really dark. I don't know what happened here to the flash, but I think the Cold Ones failed Stupidity again. If I remember, yeah, the Cold Ones failed Stupidity again, so they're up here out of position. Ancient Stegodon moves back a little bit, same with the Cold One. And then the shooting just blows him off. I think he did like 8 wounds with his 46 poison or something. Magic and shooting takes off a bunch of guys here. And then after that, Demon's turn 2. So what happens here is the Beast of Nurgle charges those skinks. They flee, and I catch him. I had charged him with Epidemus's unit and the Beast of Nurgle, because I knew he would flee from Epidemus's unit at least. And this way the Beast of Nurgle can still catch him. As you can see, he fled to the left. So he thought, okay, Epidemus will get a failed charge, which I was fine with, but the Beast of Nurgle, being a solo model, could still go straight forward and then do his 90 and catch him over on the other side, which he did pretty easily. My big unit charges the building just to get a bunch of wounds. I need to get it on my favor and for it to stay that way. The Soul Grinder charges the Stegodon. he charged the salamander, but it fled, so he redirected into the stegodon. And over here, the beast of Nurgle's like this. Soul Grinder moves around like this just to try and get some more shots off at these skinks. Just really annoying. Kairos tries to get behind the guy. He also took another wound in the shooting phase from all the skink stuff. And during the magic phase, I blow off some more skinks. This last chameleon's running. I heal a wound. In the combat phase, I kill after running down the Stegodon, which is just really nice. The Soul Grinder I think it only did one wound, but I had a charge and a wound, so I won combat, and he broke. And I caught him, so that was nice. Lizard's turn 3, so Skink Chief moves back like here, so he's trying to kill Kairos. I just can't catch him. Skinks move up like this, they're just blocking me up. So one thing I didn't notice was that the skinks squeezed by my line, so they are actually within range of shooting Kairos, unfortunately, so he's going to die this turn, most likely. He's got to fade like 20 plus blowpipe shots, and I've got 2 wounds left. Everything else moves up like this, they're just slowly moving up. He's got stuff to block the Soul Grinder from charging, so he's pretty safe. Skink cohorts took a bit of damage from something. I don't know what that was. Oh, that was after shooting phase from last time. So that they move up like that. Cold One moves up. He's no longer in danger from the Soul Grinder or the spawn. The Cold Ones had charged Epidemus' unit. I'm not worried about that. They'll have the one round of glory and then they'll go out because Epidemus will just smack around the Cold One calf. And Kairos goes down to the shooting, unfortunately, but I mean, it wasn't not to be expected. It just couldn't fade that many shots. After combat, I kill 2, and he kills a bunch, but I'm steadfast, so I stick. I reform like this, because I just need to clear out these skinks. They're getting in the way. The Soul Grinder moves over like this. He's going to shoot again. Soul Grinder over here reforms and starts coming over here to shoot at these skinks. After combat on Demon's turn, they break the Cold Ones and I reform. Nothing else happens for Demon's turn, unfortunately, because I just can't really do anything. Basically what I'm doing at this point, I lost my magic, so my magic phase is gone. I'm rolling the dice. I'm just hoping some Reign of Chaos table goes off and kills some skinks. But I'm basically all the Soul Grinders are doing it, rocking around and flaming stuff, and he's bottlenecking every other unit. So he bottlenecks this unit with his 2 heroes. He's bottlenecked here, so I can't charge anything. And he bottlenecks me here. Now, this I thought was a little weird. I thought this was a mistake. He bottlenecked me so I could only charge the Saurus, but he moved the Slan out of the unit, which I don't know why he did it. He could have easily just redirected me again with those 2 skinks off to the side, and I don't think that was the wrong play to do. I don't know why he did it. I never got an answer for it. But he moved the Slan also out of the unit just because he wanted me to charge him for some reason, but I just don't know the meaning behind it. Bastildon moves over here in front of the Beast. It's a pretty even matchup. He's got a 2-up armor, so he's going to go to a 3-up armor. And I don't know if I'll win that. It depends on if he wounds me or not. Alright, so... Oh, the Cold One Cav doesn't rally. I charge in after combat. The Bastildon shoots me with its arc thingy, because I can't dispel anything anymore, so it does 1 wound. Some skinks do some wound to the Soul Grinder, because I'm withered. And then Demon's turn 4, the Soul Grinder charges into the Saurus. The Nurgle unit charges those 2 skinks, they kill them in overrun. And the Soul Grinder and the Beast charge into the Bastildon, do a couple wounds, but it sticks. So this is that combat over there. He's stuck on like a 5. Epidemus's unit charged the building, did a bunch of wounds to it, so now I'm clearly in the lead. I've got 7 wounds extra on the building, so he pretty much gave up for this objective. This is the Soul Grinder. He's not there. I took him off his base because he's in the way, but he kills a bunch of Saurus, but he had 1 left to be steadfast, so he's stuck. The Slan moved way back off to the far left just to try and stay safe. And then some more bottlenecking from all these skinks because they just can, and I just can't catch them. So Epidemus's unit gets shot up a bunch. He takes the building down to 4 in my favor, but it's play. Soul Grinder kills the Bastillodon this turn because he fails initiative, and I auto hit him. Beast of Nurgle reforms like this. And the Soul Grinder over here stomps the last of the Saurus down, and the Saurus did a whopping 0 this game. Saurus are just so bad. They just wasted points in my opinion. Unfortunately, the Skinks are just so bad. It's just hard to bring a good lizard unit that can hold in close combat that's not Temple Guard, and Temple Guard aren't that good. So that was Lizard's turn. So what happens on Demon's turn is basically I double charge the Slan with the 2 Soul Grinders. The one on the left goes first. He flees because he just can't take 2 charges from the Soul Grinders, and he flees 11 inches. So we didn't place the model because he ran off the board from the second charge, but he probably was like 2 inches from the board when the second Soul Grinder automatically pushed him off. So they both fail forward like this. The Beast of Nurgle charged down that 1 skink cohort unit and ended up all the way over here. I turn around like this just to try and go back to the building and try to make sure I get those bonus points. And Lizard's turn, he shoots me up a little bit more. This was actually after Lizard's turn. So Lizard's turn, he moved around a couple more skinks units just to shoot me up. I move up again like this. I think I charged a unit and they fled. Oh yeah, I charged the 4-man unit. He fled across the board. This is after the Soul Grinders moved over. The Beast of Nurgle had charged the Saurus Cold One hero. And the Soul Grinder turns around like this, trying to shoot some skinks. He lined up like this so I couldn't flame him, so I'm going to grape shot him and just hope a couple go through. I only killed 2, so that's not enough. So those skinks are going to live. Over here, the Soul Grinder flames off the rest of the skinks. And he actually panics the skinks that were standing next to Epidemus, so they're going to run. And in Grail Quest, running units at the end of the game are with their full points. Fled is dead, basically. And the Beast of Nurgle fails to kill the Cold One. And this is that unit running, and Kairos over in the corner, even though he's dead. So Demons win 19-6 after bonus objective, so I've really won 14-6, which I'm happy with because Lizards are probably one of the most tactically struggling armies I have to deal with. Just having to play with an army that's redirecting you with every single unit, and just having monsters that can't catch anything because they're not flying. So Kairos is a little bit hard to get used to. I wanted to bring a little bit more magic superiority in this list, but he's really meh compared to the Great and Clean one. He doesn't offer any close combat potential. He's weapon skill 1, initiative 1, 1 attack, so he's not killing anything. And also the problem is with not having the Great and Clean one, I'm really having a hard time getting Towie up before turn 4 or 5 to where I want it to be because I don't have the Nurgle magic, which sucks, but I don't know how I feel about this list. I might stick with it through Grail Quest, I might not, we'll have to see, but it is what it is. And I feel like this was still a solid win, even though I lost my general. So I hope you enjoyed the game, and I'll get back to you again.